Hi everyone and welcome back. In this video, we'll go over the basics of using masks in Adobe After Effects, getting to know what they are, how to use them, and some common ways to control what's visible in your layers. To start, what is a mask? Well, a mask is a shape or a path you draw directly on a layer. It controls, by default, which parts of the layer are visible. This is different from a shape layer, as a mask only affects the layer that it is drawn on. Another name for masking is clipping, and it's useful for isolating parts of an image or a video, creating custom reveals, or applying effects just to one area. You can also invert a mask if you want to hide what's inside and show what's outside. To create a mask, select your layer in the timeline. This can be a video, an image, a solid, not a shape layer though. Next, you pick a shape tool from the top toolbar like a rectangle or ellipse. But if you want a custom shape, you can also use the pen tool. Then, with the layer selected, click and drag in the composition panel to draw your mask. If you're using a shape layer, you can hold Shift to draw a perfect square or circle, and then After Effects will automatically add the mask to the layer where you have drawn your shape. If you toggle into your layer on the timeline panel, you'll see masks as an option in that section. Expand it and you'll see options like path, feather, opacity, and expansion. We use these to adjust the mask itself. The path lets us change the shape of the mask. The feather softens the edges. Opacity makes the mask area semi-transparent or totally transparent if you go all the way, and expansion will let us grow or shrink the mask without changing the shape. Great thing about all of these, they can all be animated too, so if you need to make a custom transition or any of these to change, you can do that. There are a few common beginner ways that we use masks. 1, you crop or isolate content. Just draw a simple shape to only show part of the image or the video. 2, we can use it for text reveals. We can control when we see the text so it slides or fades in interesting ways. 3, a little more advanced, we can limit where we apply some effects, like a blur or a color change to only the masked area. And finally, you can change the mode of how the mask displays. Add and subtract are great for cropping and isolating and showing, but if you have multiple masks, you can use intersect or difference to have different interaction displays. You'll find all of these options next to each mask in the timeline. Masks are easily one of the most flexible tools in After Effects. Once you get the basics down, they'll help you work faster and add more control to your animations. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy animating.